Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play. That'll be 3rd down. You don't see that at times. You have a quarterback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's something with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing's pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I
would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 4. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be upended at the 33, following a gain of 3. This run brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. We admit that there was an incompletion where they picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again.
That caught by Tremble. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Good for the Saints.
They run it again with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Kamara. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to roam free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Touchdown, Saints! Adam traveled from 17 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Let's go on the extra point. Tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And it'll be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll throw again. Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I'm going to return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Final play of the half here. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That's for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we get you over to Orlando, we're standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
10th carry for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jameis to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On play action, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still somewhere a long way from home.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?